All right, good afternoon. Today is September 25th, 2019, and this is our third attempt to record today's video. I'm Rick with LearnDigitalAdvertising.com.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Juan.
And again, this is brought to you by OBS. It is a great video editing software that we produce this with, and we are hoping that they come up with an undo button someday, because we lost a lot of time today.
And then maybe like a voice start, like, hey, start recording.
Yeah. Or if you're talking for like 20 minutes and you're not recording, maybe just something that says, hey, do you intend to be recording? Anyways.
All right, guys, we got a great show coming for you guys. Got some nice news updates here, and Rick, get us started with that.
Yeah, a lot of big stuff. So I think the first story is probably our biggest, and this is Google announcing new controls over website, content snippets that appear in the SERPs, in the search engine result pages. So up on screen, you see an example of maybe what that looks like with video, or when you see videos pulled in for a Google query. You can kind of hover and get a few seconds of the video. Obviously, you get the name of the video, some other information about the video. More commonly, I think what you see is maybe you're looking for top 10 vacation spots, and you get that full, snippet right up there. And what Google's basically allowing for now, they're starting to create a framework for webmasters to control, what types of content can appear there. I think this is probably a precursor to Google doing a lot more with snippets, and this is sort of them giving webmasters a chance to control, how much shows right up in Google and how much obviously users have to click and see. So basically, the way this is going to work, there's going to be two ways as a webmaster you can control, what snippets appear. First, you can kind of do it at the page level, and this is through the robots meta tag. So, right at the top of each page in the head there, you have a series of meta tags you can use. There's basically 4 functions that you can do here. So first, you can basically, for the whole page, instruct Google not to create any snippets for any of the content. That's a possibility. Second is just setting an overall maximum snippet length. So how many characters do you want Google, within any snippet to be able to pull in? That could be 20 characters, 500. That's going to affect what types of snippets, of course, you can even fulfill on the Google homepage. So it could hurt your rankings, it could hurt your exposure. That's going to be the balance to find. You can also set for video and images some restrictions. So video, you can set the total number of seconds for which Google can show a preview, and for images, you basically have 3 settings, and that's don't show images at all, show images in standard size, or show the last one is just called large, so show large images. So you have a little bit of control. If you don't want to do it at the page level, you have the ability to do it right within HTML, either in the span, div, or section. And you can set the same type of restriction. So if there's a specific paragraph, for example, that you want to restrict a snippet on, Juan was talking about a great example in the last video that we forgot to hit the record button on, where maybe you have a top 10 list and you may hide, number 1 or something like that. You may have the answer to, signs you have a cold or whatever, and, you might not want to show all the signs. Yeah. So definitely some ability to do some restrictions there. Now, how does this tie into structured data? Here's what Google says. If you're using structured data on your website anywhere, Google is saying that is your permission for us to take that and move it to the SERPs. That's actually the only reason to do it. So Google's saying that even if within that robots meta tag, for example, you said no snippet, if you're showing structured data on the same page, they're still going to use that for snippet. So you just got to be a little bit careful with the conflict there. And if you see things showing up in search results you don't want to, that's sort of what you're going to want to look into. But again, this is kind of a big step, because to me this says a lot more is going to show up right on the Google page, and as webmasters and SEOs, I guess it's our job to start to restrict that and come up with clever ways to let some content in there, let it be a better teaser, and I'm definitely looking forward to more controls in the future.
A whole nother way to get people engaged with your stuff. So
all right,
next up we got fresher data in Google Search Console. So Google Search Console has some updates as far as the data, real-time data. So now, instead of it being just 1 day, 2 to 3 days old, the data is going to be coming in at about a 1 day old information. Now, we did some research into it. Looks like it wasn't active as of yet, but Google does promise to get this out there going. So it looks like API access is not going to be available as of yet as well, but it'd be good to know that you can go to Search Console and see your information from a day ago. So that sounds really awesome. Yep,
definitely. Next up we have Google, basically a new ad unit called Video Reach Ads for YouTube. And basically what Reach Ads are going to do, they're going to combine 6-second bumper ads, skippable in-stream and non-skippable in-stream ads into sort of one campaign unit. And Google's going to use machine learning to help you spend your money a lot faster for these branding style ads. Juan knows I'm not a huge fan of YouTube advertising. But so it's basically just a new, I think, more efficient way really to create the campaigns and let Google sort of merge these different ad units and try to find the most reach it can for the least amount of money. Early results they're saying are lower campaign costs. Again, since these campaigns aren't direct response, who knows if the quality is as high or anything like that. And that's my skepticism on it all. But it is a new ad unit, and encourage you to give it a try and spend your money with Google.
Cool. So next up, we got Google Ads announcing a YouTube masthead on TV screen. So before, I'm sure you're familiar with this. You've seen it on your mobile and maybe on desktop PC as well. But now coming to the big screen. So when you're sitting in your living room using YouTube, you're going to see a big old display on the top of the screen. Right now, we have one up showing you a Ford ad going there, and it's going to be CPM based. And I guess for the branding purposes, it's a really good positioning. Everyone uses YouTube. Great place to be.
There you go. All right, so 2 stories on Pinterest. First off, Pinterest is offering some new features for group boards. This is not an ad unit or anything, but if you use group boards, obviously instead of being able to pin and repin, you can now love, light bulb, and question mark different items. So I see this as a great B2B tool if you're ideating, sharing ideas, and sort of an informal voting system of sorts. Looks like one of the features or 2 of the features that we're going to see here are just some new sorting by reaction, also by sorting by the number of comments. So just some new ways to sort. In addition to that, they're going to release over the next few months, they're saying sorting by pinner. So just some new features to make the group boards a little more interactive.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I wonder what happens if everyone clicks question mark.
That means that's the WTF. Like, why is this on this board? This is terrible.
But it's still really cool. Like, if you decide to do some research on a competitor or something like that, and using images,
it's innovative. Every other social network. Yeah. Anyways, last one, Juan. We have some new ad units in Pinterest.
Yes, we got Shop the Look ads coming for Pinterest. So pretty much it's a way for retailers to promote multiple products in one ad. So essentially, you're going to see one picture. You might see, like what we have up on the screen here, you might see a jacket, a bag, and all of these you can directly, they're all Shop the Look pins, so you can directly go to the retailer's site and make a purchase if you like it.
Pretty good, pretty intuitive. Like it. That's it for us today. You can always join us on learndigitaladvertising.com or by subscribing on YouTube. We hope to see you soon.
Thanks again.